Making simple vegetarian collard greens today, and I've got 3 huge bunches of collard greens because that's how they sell them at Publix. Anyway, I'm going to cut the tough stems out. This is a preferential thing. You can leave some in. The more you leave in, the longer you have to cook it. So take the stems out, and I do that with a knife. You could do that with your hands. And then just grab a bunch and get a bigger leaf on the end and roll it up and then slice it. You can go back through and chop it if you want. And rinse and clean those because those can be pretty gritty. You can do that in a salad spinner or just in your sink or strainer. I like a little bit of lemon juice. So I didn't write that into the recipe, but a dash of lemon juice, lemon zest, or salt and pepper is really good. And then some onions and garlic, and that's really preference. These are meant to be simple, but you can add, green peppers, red peppers, celery, carrots, whatever you want. I want you to make this basic and then, change it up. You can also add different spices, cumin, oregano, Italian seasoning, whatever. But we got a huge stock pot. Added a little bit of olive oil to just cover the pan. Add the onions and cook those for about 3 minutes, covered with a little bit of salt. That helps it cook faster. You want to watch that so it doesn't burn. After a couple minutes, add in a little bit of garlic. And then leave that uncovered. Add a little bit more oil if you need it. Cook that for just a couple minutes. Add in all the greens. This pot is stuffed, but it will cook down pretty fast. So I'm going to add it in. I added about 5 cups of water to this much greens. And then I went ahead and I don't do the chicken broth very often because I was just carrying extra weight. So you do chicken broth, you can do water, you can do water and add the chicken bouillon. And I like to do that when that's hot. So right there with that spoon, I'm just adding some bouillon to that water. And then I cook it for 20 minutes covered on a low simmer. But about 5 minutes in, I'm going to taste it. Just taste the broth. Taste it. Is it salt? Does it need some salt? Was your broth too salty? Does it need more water? So during this process, I just salted the onions. I didn't salt anything else because that was, vegetable broth, not chicken broth. But you can do either whatever broth you want or no broth at all. So cook that for 20 minutes. Taste it again. Is it soft enough? No, this isn't soft enough for me. So I'm going to put in another 10 minutes. Now, some people will cook the death out of this, and that's fine too. That tastes really good. It melts in your mouth. But for me, 30 minutes is good. I add the lemon zest. I add the lemon. You could hit it with a dash of vinegar here if you wanted. Stir that in, plate it. I'm going to add a little bit of crushed Aleppo red pepper flakes. Oh, no, these are Korean red pepper flakes. It doesn't matter. You could add the pizza flakes, pizza chili pepper flakes, no flakes, and then a little bit of the sauce. Now, if you like bacon or pancetta or ham, you do that, go ahead. But I think collard greens are underrated. If you like kale, if you like spinach, if you like arugula, you will like collard greens. You just got to cook them just a little bit longer. They're absolutely delicious. You can find this recipe at eatsimplefood.com.